I have such a lot of children and such a little of everything else. Although I love them all dearly, it is hard to see how we will manage.
Oh, that's certainly true.
I would so appreciate any help at all you might give me. My eldest boy, William, is 10 years old, goodness, a fine-spirited fellow who longs to be out in the world. Do you think Sir Thomas might have a job for him helping the management of his West Indian estates in a few years' time? Yours truly, Susan Price. Well.
Well, indeed. She doesn't bother to write to me, I notice, though I too am her sister.
Poor thing. When we were young, she was just as handsome as I was. Do you remember, Sir Thomas?
Well.
I had great hopes she would marry well.
Well, there aren't so many men of large fortune in the world as there are pretty women to deserve them, my dear.
Shall I pour?
Yes, do.
Your cook has sent up some of those sugar biscuits. I must get the recipe.
Are things so bad for the Prices?
Oh, they could hardly be worse. To speak frankly, Sir Thomas, Mr. Price is too fond of the bottle, and she is expecting their 9th child.
Poor thing. Pass me a biscuit for Pug, will you?
There.
Beg? Good jog. Oh, you good jog.
What if we were, between us, to take on her eldest daughter? Little Fanny is, I think, just 9 years old.
Oh, yes. Let's send for the child.
Oh,
do let's, Sir Thomas. We have so much here at Mansfield, and they have so little.
Dear wife, it's not a small matter to take on a child like that. It's a serious charge. A girl so brought up must be adequately provided for, or there would be cruelty, not kindness, in taking her from her family.
I entirely agree with you, but do not let us be frightened from a good deed by a trifle. A niece of ours, Sir Thomas, I may say, or at least of yours, would grow up in this neighbourhood with many advantages. Give a girl an education and introduce her properly into the world, and 10 to 1, but she has the means of marrying well, without further expense to anybody.
Well, Mrs. Norris, I also have to think of how this child would affect my 4 children. And think of Tom and Edmund. I mean, you hear stories of cousins in love.
Oh, my dear Sir Thomas, that will never happen. Brought up as they would be always together. Suppose her even to have the beauty of an angel. She will never be more to either of them than a sister. So, if you are not against it, I will write to our poor sister tomorrow and make the proposal. And as soon as matters are settled, I will engage to get the child to Mansfield. You shall have no trouble about it. My own trouble, as you know, I never regard. I will send Nanny to London and the child can meet her there.
But how will little Fanny get to London?
They may easily get her from Portsmouth to town by the coach. I dare say there is always some tradesman's wife or other going up who can keep an eye on her.
Well, very well.
How exciting. Where shall the child come to first, sister? To you or to us?
To me? The little girl staying with me at the parsonage is quite out of the question. Mr. Norris's poor health makes it an impossibility.
Oh. Well, then she'd better come to us.
I hope Fanny will not tease my poor pug. I have but just got Julia to leave it alone.
Let's do a duet.
You should hear me play arpeggios. La 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 la.
What a strange place to sit, Fanny.
Halfway down the stairs. Very strange. So...
I bet I can play them faster than you.
Well, you are older. Fanny can't play the piano at all, you know.
And she has never learned French.
Pauvre petit fille.
My dear little cousin, what are you doing here all on your own?
Hello, Edmund.
Can I join you? I will just sit here, if you don't mind, and keep you company. Oh, it's quite hard to sit on a stone stair. If we're going to be here a while, I think I should get cushions. What else do you think? A book would be nice. We could read Aesop's fables together. Maybe something to eat. Apples. Or I think Cook has just made a fruit cake. You decide, Fanny. Will we be here a while? Shall I at least get cushions?
No need.
What's the matter, cousin?